Two-Face and Penguin ain't the only ones in on this. How do you know? I know. I hear things. There's a bunch of them getting a piece of the...
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
CTV. For the shock. Good. We're gonna need it. You think he's coming? Oh, I know he is. Arkham Knight just kidnapped his friend. We got the drone. He's not catching us off guard. You better not. Batman accesses that terminal. I don't know what Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight will do to us. So what happened? The chemical factory blew up, but I don't see any giant clouds of fear gas. Batman happened. He went in there, tore through 3 units of our guys, nearly captured Scarecrow, and stopped the explosion. Damn. So he's as good as the Arkham Knight says. Yeah, he is.
There's no way Batman's gonna attack us here.
Keep that drone circling at all times. Everybody stay sharp. We don't want Batman accessing the bridge controls. So, if the Ace Chemicals op went bad, shouldn't we be bugging out? Nah, Arkham Knight and Scarecrow have a backup plan. Tonight's not about one big op, it's about wearing the back down. So what? We're an army, and we're waging a guerrilla war against one guy? Pretty much. Just you wait until the other Gotham freaks play their hand. Bat won't be able to keep up. You know, the freaks and the nutjobs who all hate Batman too. Are we supposed to be working with them? What, those guys? Scarecrow's not so much working with them as he is inviting them to join the fun. Yeah, but when do they get started? Soon. You think Batman will be stupid enough to come after the bridge controls? Getting on or off the island as long as we're here. So long as we control the transport network, we've got this city locked down. Can't believe Batman took out every guy in Ace. How did the Arkham Knight know the police commissioner's daughter was working with Batman anyway? Hey, you just crashed the drone. Are you okay? Our drone controller's not responding. We should check it out. What's that? Man down. Where are you? Above the restaurant. Is it Batman? Let's see. Blood choke, still breathing, no bullet wounds? Yeah, we're done with the Bat.
I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah, well now we know he's here.
Leave him! We need to look out for ourselves!
Still creeping around, jumping guys from behind. You've been doing this too long. Pair up! Watch your backs!
The hell? We lost him. Start checking for men down. Nothing we can do for him. We spread out. Get revenge.
He's using stealth and sneaking up behind you. Keep all directions covered.
Buddy up. Don't let him get you.
These islands are mine, so are the bridges. I'm in control. Get used to it.
You guys okay? You see anything? Report! Nothing! I don't like it!
We're good. We're in control. Don't panic.
Okay, just hold it together. We can do this! Where is he? Guy's like a ghost. Yeah, a freaking angry ghost. Tonight just kidnapped his friend. That's not our fault. We were here. Keep calm. We'll get him. Remember, stick together. Don't lose your buddy.
Keep looking. We need to hold this position. If we lose control of the bridges, Scarecrow will kill us. And not if the Knight kills us first.
You know, you inspire a lot of faith in your friends. Shame I have to break it.
What the? Look where you're going. Sorry. Report in! Where are you? The gardens are clear! Nothing over here. I'm by the ticket office. Clear! All right, work together! Don't let the bastard get us! Keep together! Don't let him get you! What's he doing here? I thought the clock tower team were keeping him busy. He must have taken them out.
Oh, God.
You were supposed to be the best. You aren't worthy of the training I passed on to you. If you were, he'd be no match for you.
Every second counts. If the Bat can't lower the bridges, he can't catch up to the Knight.
I don't think we can hold out much longer.
That shit, I'm sick of this. Sneaking about like children.
You sick of breathing? Because you're not just looking for the target, you're covering my ass, too.
I teach you every move he's got, and you still don't see him coming. Pathetic!
You think the Knight got clear?
Maybe, but he'll kill us anyway if Batman regains control of the network.
Hey, what happened to you?
something moving down there! Nothing there now.
I think we've lost the transport network.
Knight said defend it to the last man.
I think we are the last man. What the hell was that?
It's over there! Come on! He's using some kind of smoke grenade!
Where the hell did he go? He's using smoke! We're screwed without that drone.
Only thing I trust is this weapon. You better start thinking the same way.
He can't hurt you two like I can. Batman knows how to break bones. I know real pain.
It's all on us now. No excuses. We find him ourselves.
You make it sound easy. He's toying with us.
He wants you to panic. Keep it together.
All that training, it was pointless, man. He's gonna get us.
He's not. He's not. Remember what the Knight taught you.
We should have listened to the guy that made it out of the factory. He's invincible.
You know how to beat him. Do it!
We may as well be fighting in the... Look up!
This wasn't like the drills.
There's just one left, Batman. Stop playing around and finish him. We got plenty more.
I'm not scared, freak! Ow!
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know! It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
Scarecrow's a real buzzkill. He should put something funny on it or something. Batman's got a tank? That's cheating!
Alright, riddle me this, fellas. What do you call the guy who takes down the bat?
I don't know.
A hero, that's what.
I don't get it.
You wanna break the bat? Then forget Scarecrow, Two-Face, Penguin, and the rest of those punks. Enigma's the man with the plan.
The riddle guy? Nah, I'm not buying it.
Trust me, this guy's IQ is through the roof. Wanna catch the Dark Knight? We'll make sure this gets shot.
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I don't know anything, I swear. I tied her up and left her inside.
Why? What's Nigma's play?
I ain't got a clue. I just brought her here and planted some of these trophies nearby. That's it, you gotta believe me.
I do.
My favorite riot was probably Blackgate, but this is top 3. Easy.
Batman? That had better be you. And you had better...
Keep still. Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself? What a pair you make. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it lasts, Dark Knight. I have more in store for you than hitting things.
Be my guest.
No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll be back soon.
You'll be back right away. Guys like Eddie let me be until I started playing nice with the bat. Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is quite...
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
Kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped. Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. Besides, you can't save all of Barbara. I killed half of her already.
A challenge in the Cauldron Train Yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selina's life depends on it.
It's the freaking bat! Go on, run, hide! We'll find you! Batman's gonna get what's coming. Scarecrow ain't beaten yet.
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
Detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pan back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
Whack jobs the bat banged up in Arkham. I mean, who doesn't want Batman dead?
Detective, you arrived! I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind of humiliation I have in store. Yet, here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. Should you be caught using any of these, you will be expelled from the course. Rule the third. The use of purpose-built riddle-solving equipment is strictly prohibited. I am familiar with the contents of your utility belt, Detective, and I will be evaluating any sudden additions of...
No point getting out. Riddler's plan involves the car.
Solve tonight's very first riddle. Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom really fast. Tick-tock, Detective. Tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours.
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe.
Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course? Careful, Dark Knight. That car has some value, even if you don't. Don't get too confused. Now, right. I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Oh no, you've lost! What's wrong? Can't cope when I set a time limit? Can't cope? Time limit? all means, fail as much as you like. Did you engineer that car yourself, Batman? It would explain the numerous design flaws. Oh, Batman. Don't make me come down there and show you how it's done. Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more! Pay attention, Detective. Go left. Oh, Detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? Man, you can't ride through solid objects. It's really basic physics. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You appear to have lost. Can't think and drive at the same time, Dark Knight. Drive. If you're feeling glorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Try that last lap again. If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you. Detective, don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. A quite stunning failure. Would you like to try again, Detective? You'll fail once more. Fail once more. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Aren't things clearer now that insane clown has been disposed of? Now you know who your real nemesis is. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. quite dismal failure. Now, a good workman never blames his tools, Dark Knight, but since you built that ramshackle Batwagon, no doubt it is underperforming. It's underperforming. Come on, detective. Back to the start of the course. Back to the start of the course. Careful, detective. I'd like the car to be working when I'm done. The other way, detective. Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. A quite dismal failure. Now, a good workman never blames his tools, Dark Knight, but since you built that ramshackle Batwagon, no doubt it is underperforming. It's underperforming. Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You appear to have been utterly crushed by my superiority. Try again, detective. I have all night. Try again. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say.
Well, they're not going to reopen the orphanage anytime soon. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull.
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many more. Too many more. Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have prepared for you something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, Detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.
Whatever Riddler's built beneath Chinatown, it's not going to stop me.
The hell is that thing? It's a bag. Turn around. Go, go! Back on here! What's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us. Keep driving. I've never killed a firefighter before. Really?
The missing fire crew's not safe on these streets. I'll start by checking Dixon Dock West. That was their last reported location.
Oh, crap! He's coming after us! Oh, God! He's crossing the car! Not by a long shot. He can take more. Ain't that right, Mr. Fireman? Please, no more. Rushing into burning buildings, rescuing kittens from trees. You guys are straight up heroes. Say it. Say what? Say I'm a hero. I'm a hero. You don't sound like a hero. Louder! I'm a hero. Come on, convince us. I'm a
my hero! Now I'm convinced. Roach, show Mr. Fireman what we do to heroes. No! No!
Where's Harley, anyway? She just vanished after Arkham City shut down.
Gotham belongs to us now! We're gonna show you pain like you can't imagine!
Falcon 5 to control. Rioters in Chinatown, over.
You should never have come back here, punk! I'm imagining. I gotta be imagining it. Who chain a body to a wall? You're dying alone in here. Man, I can't believe how quick they got everyone out of the city. We should make this a regular thing.
Batman. God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. The rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
I sure hope the bat died in that explosion.
I'm heading to Mercy Bridge to pick up the trail of the Arkham Knight's vehicle.
Miss Gordon's safety is on all of our minds, sir. Good luck.
He's on Mr. Bat! Look out! Batman's here!
talk.
Sure, whatever you say.
We're done.
Falcon Border Control. Looks like a hostage situation at the docks, east of the movie studios. Reports of shots fired. Over.
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, Mercy Bridge is being lowered. He's coming.
Bomber drones online and ready to engage. Enemy flanked!
Tandem charge warhead, designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman.
Mamba drone taking damage. Mamba offline. I'm flanking him. Arkham Knight, come in. Defense is breached. He's moving onto Miyagani Island.
Not now, Sergeant. Establish roadblocks. Lock the island down.
This is no territory of yours, Batman. It is mine, and you will suffer my dominance.
Batman took out a drone.
Make him pay.
He got a drone. No! Alpha target hit. Going for the kill. Batman's taken out a drone. Drone flank initiated. Target hit. I've lost the drone. Drone moving to flanking position. Kingston unit offline. This ain't Batman's turf no more. You better get used to it.
should be connected shortly, sir. Expect minor resistance, Master Bruce.
Alpha target spotted! Northern sector, Miyagani Island! Drone holding position, under fire! I got him! Rattler down! Batman took out a drone. Make him pay! Armor breach on Mama drone! Batman's taking out a Rattler. Drone feed offline. Get back! Taking fire! Lost the Rattler! That's a hit! Direct hit! Yeah! Alpha target's in a drone! Drone's been hit! It's still in the fight! Rattler's been hit! Target hit a drone! Armor still intact! Target destroyed!
You're finished, and Gotham's finished too.
I should be connected shortly, sir. Expect minor resistance, Master Bruce.
Batman's here! Surround him! Destroy him! Armor breach!
If you leave now, then
Alpha target flanked! He got a drone! No! Direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding.
explode.
We lost one, sir.
He's making you look like a fool!
Damn it! Rattler's taking damage! Mamba drone taking damage!
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Congratulations, sir. Bomb destroyed.
When you're gone, the people you abandoned will cower in my shadow.
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. The car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why? Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body. Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face. Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out. I need to examine the reconstruction, pinpoint where she landed. free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away. Lucius, Oracle left me the Scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate.
Someone's lit a burning bat symbol on the Gambi store rooftop. A beacon or a threat? Time to find out. I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocol, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
You should take better care of yourself, Patsy. There's 2 of us in there.
I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
What do these militia dopes think they are? Coming to our town, smashing the place up, taking over on behalf of some freak. That's our job.
Shot it, would you? You want one of those fancy army boys to get all extrajudicial on your ass? Remind me to hit a toy shop before we leave. Told my kid I was gonna buy him a present.
I hear there's some nutcase going around, nailing people to walls.
Control, we're seeing multiple tanks on Miagani Island. Over.
Oh, good. Scarecrow's on TV. What is it with these guys and speeches? When I rob a guy, I don't lecture him on the particulars of wallet snatching first.
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
So what, we gotta listen to Scarecrow lecture us all night?
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Got it. The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts. An upgrade to your weapons generator will let you overcharge the Batmobile's secondary weapons. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. Excellent choice. I'll prepare it right away. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I could leave this city even if I wanted to.
You know, if I'd ever been curious about your identity, I would have torn off that mask years ago. I always figured the truth would be a letdown. But I have to admit, masquerading as Gotham's least interesting socialite is one hell of a cover story. The dead parents are just icing on the cake.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Decides to break all our limbs. In case you forgot, we just trashed the emergency room.
You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside the tunnel. Just immediate exfil, sir.
No! I'm not going anywhere.
Lost the Rattler. Diamondback's hit. It won't take another strike. Lost the Diamond. Just took out a Diamondback. I got him! Drone offline. Offline! Rattler's hit! It's still operational! Alpha targets hit a drone! The drone! Taking fire! Drones in Bristol offline!
Alfred, I'm at the tunnel entrance. Open the doors.
Just a moment, sir. I'm accessing the building's security mainframe.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear. It seems they've locked me out of the system. They must know you're here.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll find another way in. Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there. Hey, I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine. She's working on something for me. It's important.
But she's safe, right?
Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working on that cure.
Me of you. Though I can see why you didn't tell him after old Jimbo's hysterical overreaction. Still, if you cared about Barbara the way that little sidekick of yours does, maybe she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place. They're star-crossed, Patsy. Like me and you. Shame they're being torn apart thanks to your crusade. So let's recap. Barbara's kidnapped, and let's face it, probably dead. You're lying to Loverboy Wonder about it, and dear old Jim's off on his lonesome to save the day. Not your best day at the office, Bats. Something on your mind? Come on! Let Robin out of his cage! You can't force him to slave. Your cure? Plus, if he gets himself killed out there, you won't have to tell him about Barbara. It's win-win! You think he's really gonna fix your nasty case of Jokeritis? Not a chance. I'm chronic, Brucey. I'm lingering. We both know there's no cure for me. Can you remember when it was simple? Back in the old days when it was just you, me, a regular war against crime? Well, take a look, Bats. Things change. Now it's just war, with you standing right bang in the center. Of course, like with any war, there are casualties. It's inevitable, unavoidable. Like death. Well, maybe not death. I seem to have sidestepped that one. Still, not all of us are so lucky. Remember Talia? Of course you do. How could you forget a girl like that? All it took was one piece of lead to end your hopes of a happily ever after. You blamed me, of course, but you were wrong. You put her in my crosshairs, Bat. Sure, she didn't do herself any favors, but it was you. You see, people trust you. They believe in you. They follow you into your war, and you are about to get them all killed.
installation? Is he rich? This stuff looks expensive.
They're all custom made. Designed to take down this Batman.
I don't get it. He's just one man.
You saw the briefing, right?
No, I must have missed it.
Well, I did. He's good. He's very good.
An army? Really, to take out one guy? This is gonna be easy.
That's the plan. I'd rather have too many.
Hey, Bats. You see these guys? Think they own Gotham. What are we going to do about it?
A couple of ninja sticks hidden in her wheelchair. Went straight for the boss when he grabbed her. Ninjas.
You're not going anywhere, old man.
Tri-weave titanium-coated armor plate. Nice. Unless you know exactly where to shoot. You're good, Dark Knight. Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever did. Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with my city.